Hey, what's up? Hello, Katie here. Welcome back to my channel. And you might, through this video, see the lights shining off of the window behind me. And the only thing I have to say about that is, oops. What are we doing today? I'm going to show you all of the books that I have on my TBR because it's a lot. It's a lot. And I've done pretty well. I have actually finished quite a few. Well, no, not even barely a margin of them, but a lot, of books. So far this year, I think I finished like 28, I think, so far. It's only like February 18th, I think, or it's February 19th. Our facts aren't great in this video, but it's totally fine. That actually is a perfect segue into this video because I'm probably not going to really tell you what these books are about, to be honest, because there's like a lot of books and we don't want to be here for a million years, but I really want to do this video because I want to rewatch this like 3 months from now and see how many of these are off of the shelf. Like, hold me to this, please. You guys watching this months from now, whenever you remember it, hit me up on Instagram. Also Instagram, link down below if you want to follow me. What's up? Hit me up in the comments, do whatever to let me know, like, hey girl, knock knock. Remember past you, we're looking back. Future you, are you disappointed? What's happening? I want to know, okay? So remind me because I'll forget. I do have all of the books kind of stacked up here on my bed, so this is going to be a little bit chaotic. But first, before we get into this behemoth, I want to tell you the audiobooks that I have purchased. Now, they did have an Audible sale going on last week, so a lot of these are from that. Sorry about it, Audible, I get it, Amazon freaking sucks. But then a couple of these are from Libro as well. So the first one is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J Maas. I can't begin to tell you how excited I am to read this book. I can't. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I had told myself I wasn't going to physically buy these, that I wasn't going to, because I like listening to them. But now that this book is coming out, I really want to buy them. Like, I want to own these books physically so badly. I'm kind of having like a crisis thinking about it. The Red Rising Trilogy, Red Rising, Morning Star, Golden Sun, all three, I hope that's the order that they're in, by Pierce Brown. This, if I enjoy it or start to enjoy the book, I might do a reading vlog for just the whole series. I don't know, let me know, but I did buy all three of the books, so hopefully I love it. The next one is Jade City by Fonda, and I am pumped to read this book. Like, also, have you seen the cover? It's stunning. It's stunning. And Jade War, absolutely beautiful. But I didn't buy that one because this one is a very, very long audiobook. And I was like, what if I hate it? I don't think I will, but this is one I bought. And then God's Grave by J. Kristoff. I know what you're thinking. Katie, that's not the first book. You're right. I don't know how this happened. I don't know why I bought the second book. Or it might even be the third book. I have no idea. I think Nevernight is the first book. I don't know. The cover was beautiful. I freaking bought it. Sometimes we impulsively do things and then we just think about it later and we're like, ooh, what was going on inside her head? Anyway, the last one is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. I have told myself I was going to read this so many times. I think this and The Picture of Dorian Gray are kind of the classic books, especially like the queer or in the queer community classic books that I've told myself I was going to get to and then just never did. And now I bought it, so I have to do it. I say that. I will do it eventually. But that's the end of the audio portion of my TBR that has been purchased. Let's get into the stack. First of which, we are going to talk about the book I'm currently reading. There's two of these I'm currently reading. So Monstrous by Marjorie Liu and Senna Takeda. This is the book one of it, so it's all three of the volumes. And can you see the tabs? This is just one of the most stunning graphic novels I've ever read, and I'm not a graphic novel connoisseur. It's not like I've read a bajillion of them, but this is absolutely beautiful if you can handle body horror, which I do not like body horror, but it's so good to me that I don't even care. There is body horror in this, and it is really freaky, not gonna lie to you. And I actually lied on Goodreads because I thought that I'd finished volume 2 and that this was 4 volumes. And I was mistaken. I actually have one more chapter. I'm on chapter 12. I have one more chapter before I'm done with volume 3, but I didn't want to take it back, take back my rating. So I didn't. So I lied to you guys. But anyway, this is the first book. I am looking forward to reading Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. These will be rereads for me, and my roommate Beth so kindly gifted these to me for Christmas, and they're absolutely stunning. They have the sprayed edges. Like, these are some of the prettiest books I've ever owned. I'm absolutely in love with them. I read these books with her, actually. Like, Beth and I read these together years and years ago, like 6 years ago, I want to say, like at least 5 years ago. And we absolutely loved them. I am planning on reading these very soon. If I can ever finish Ruin and Rising. Is it ever gonna happen? I don't know. But yeah, these are gonna happen at some point. Let me know if you want to see a vlog, because I am actually interested in vlogging this for you guys. The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. I read these books physically when I was in high school, and I absolutely adored them. I read them in 3 days, which for me is absolutely wild. So Grace and I, my best friend, are planning on buddy reading these together. I am very excited, and this is going to be a vlog, I'm hoping, but this will be happening in the next like month to month and a half. Yet another rewind series is that I want to reread This Savage Song and Our Dark Duet, both by Victoria Schwab. I read these about 3 to 4 years ago, and I really, really loved it. And this is, I think, an unsung hero. Like, this is an unsung hero for Victoria Schwab, I believe. I think that the magic system is absolutely fantastic. I think that the whole vibe behind these books are absolutely fantastic. Like, this is one where when you do an evil deed, it spawns an evil creature. So like if you kill somebody, then like a demon will pop up because you sprouted that evil. Anyway, it's so good. I really love it. And I think Grace is reading this one right now. I physically read these before, but I might listen to the audio because I believe that there's only like a 2-week wait on Libro. So these might be happening pretty soon as well, or I'll read them in the fall. We'll see. The other 2 books that will be rereads will be, well, I'm hoping, Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. I reread all of Gillian Flynn's books in 2020, except for this one, because I knew that when I'd read them originally, this was my least favorite out of all the books. And I just don't really want to reread it. I didn't give it a bad rating, but everything else was 5 stars, and this is a 4-star. And I'm like, I don't know. I might just listen to the audio, to be honest. And even then, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but I don't want to get rid of the book. And I told myself I can't put it back on my bookshelf out there unless I reread it. We'll see. Maybe it'll happen. The other one is The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. I read this and absolutely loved it. Like, thought it was freaking fantastic. But then I read 2 other Peter Swanson books and gave them both 1 star. Like, 8 Perfect Murders. Horrible. So I wanted to reread this and make sure that I didn't just, like, I wasn't wrong about the rating that I originally gave it. So I'm going to go back and reread this at some point. I know Grace also really wants to read this, so we are going to buddy read it. I think I am planning on listening to the audio this time, but her and I are going to read this in the next couple months, or for Halloween. Again, who knows? A possible reading vlog that I want to do is reading Katrina Leno's books. I do have quite a few of them at this point, so I am excited, and I do think, like, this would be a good vlog, right? I feel like it would be. So I have Horrid by Katrina Leno. This cover is absolutely stunning. I freaking love it so much. No idea what it's about. We have Summer of Salt. This is also really cute, but like, look how far she's come up, you know what I'm saying? But no idea what this is about. I think it's, well, I picked it up because I heard that it's a sapphic romance and that there's like some sort of magical system happening with it. Cool. And then this one, I've heard nothing but astonishing things about from the people who have read it, which not a lot of people have read it, but people I trust on BookTube have read it and really recommend it. And it's You Must Not Miss by Katrina Leno, which is arguably like one of my favorite covers I've ever seen. I don't know which one is better. Horrid. Can I get myself together? I don't know which one's better, You Must Not Miss or Horrid, but I know that You Must Not Miss is about a girl who was like sexually assaulted and then becomes obsessed with revenge on like getting revenge for the people that assaulted her. I have no idea, but let me know if you want to see a reading vlog of these 3 books. Honestly, if there's any of these books that you want to see a reading vlog of them all together, or if you see any sort of connection with all of them and you want me to do a reading vlog for it, just let me know. Honestly, I'm like always down for suggestions. But the next one that I would say the same thing for would be the Trilogy by Neil Shusterman. I know, God, this is such a interesting concept. My mom got this for me for my birthday, and then I bought The Toll at a Half Price Books, and then my mom got Thunderhead for me for Christmas. So this has been on my TBR since June of last year, which is a long time, okay? And I really want to read them, but they're like absolute bricks, and the audio, well, I mean, for me, they are, okay? And the audio is only available through Audible, which, like, no. That's just annoying me. Like, it's so annoying that Audible does that. Anyway. I keep saying I'm going to read this book, and then I keep putting it back on the shelf. Well, who knows? I can already hear everybody screaming in the comments, Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares by Lady Taylor. How many times have you seen this in a TBR? How many times have you seen this on my shelf? How many times have you heard me talk about it and say I'm going to do it, say I'm going to do a reading vlog for it? It's a booktube darling. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Well, I still haven't done it. These also are some of my prettiest covers. Like, I am just absolutely freaking obsessed. They're so beautiful. I really don't know what these are about. Like, I know I've said that so many times, and I've read the back of them. I've read the back of both of them. I've looked it up on Goodreads. I've heard so many booktubers talk about it, and I still can't tell you what this is about, because maybe it's because it's all spoilers, but when people describe it, I'm like, what? I don't understand. But, you know, here I am again to tell you that I have every intention. Kind of. I'm going to, eventually. I will. And I want to do a reading vlog for it because it's such a booktube darling that I want to. I just don't know when it's going to happen. I had to go ahead and close the blinds there because I looked out and saw people in my parking lot and was like, wow, they're all staring at me. Like, what is that girl doing with those giant lights in her apartment? Anyway, LOL. So a super backlisted book that I bought like a year ago. And I said I would read because Reagan from Prue's Project said that it's really good, but it's been so long since she said that, I have no idea, is The Warrior Heir by Cindy Williams Chima. And then also The Wizard Heir. There's like 5 books in this series, and I love the way they feel. I love the way these books feel. And I think it's like a middle grade fantasy. I had so much intentions of reading this a year ago, and now I'm like, I don't like middle grade. I love fantasy, but I don't even really like YA fantasy. So I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Like, this is one I really need you guys to tell me, because if you don't think I'm absolutely gonna love this, and I mean like love it, like, is this gonna be like ACOTAR? Because if I'm not gonna love this, I'll just get rid of them. Like, no shade to Cindy Williams Chima, no, but what do you think? Here again with another backlist. No, that's the second book. This one's Woof for Woof by Ryan Groudon. I don't own Blood for Blood, but I heard Haley from Books in Wonderland say that this is just like absolutely fantastic, and she was so incredibly shocked by how good it was. And I'm pretty sure that the audio is like immediately available on Libby. I don't know. I keep telling myself I'm gonna read it. I'm sure that I'll like it, but I just haven't picked it up. I keep picking up other things. Why am I doing this? I don't know. But it's like a dystopian future of like if Nazis won the war and that Nazis were also like shapeshifters or something, or maybe like the main character's a shapeshifter. I have no idea. But if this is about a girl infiltrating the freaking Third Reich, like pretending to be a wolf, I'm down. Like, I want to, is what I'm saying. I want to read this. Ooh, yikes. I don't know if I'm gonna read this, but A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. Grace got me this book, and which is so incredibly kind of her, because she knows that one of my favorite books of all time is The Diviners, and the series is like my favorite series of all time. So this is by the same author, but this was written, I'm pretty sure, like years before that. Nobody talks about this book, nobody, and I'm like, is it good? I don't know. Like, is this gonna be like a waste of my time? You tell me. A series that if I start reading it and I like it, I will absolutely do a full vlog for, but I don't have hope that I'm gonna like it, is the Stalking Jack the Ripper series by Carrie Maniscalco, in which there is Stalking Jack the Ripper, there's Hunting Prince Dracula, Escaping from Houdini, and Capturing the Devil. Wow, I should have been prepared. These covers are honestly like, they're pretty dope. But I read Kingdom of the Wicked last month, and it was okay. Like, I thought it was fine, but I didn't love it. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this. And there's 4 books in the series. I just don't know. Like, is it? I don't know. Like, is this worth the hype? Like, I'm definitely gonna try it. I'm definitely gonna try to read it. Like, this was sent to me by one of you guys, and I can't thank you enough. Like, especially they sent the whole series. Like, oh, what? Excuse me? So I'm going to try it, even if just for her, but I don't know. A couple other books that were given to me that I know nothing about, period, like don't know where they came from, don't know who they are, is Lee Rader's Cam Girl. I have no idea what this is about, but honestly, I love the feel of this book. It just feels so good, like in my hands. I'm just obsessed. But this cover is a doozy. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. But this is the same person who gifted me Monstrous Book 1. So clearly we share something as far as taste goes. So I don't know. You know, I'll hit you up later when I end up reading this and tell you what it's about. And then we have Ash Lords by Scott. Scott Ryan. I will butcher it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to show you. Can you see that? You see his name? Maybe? Okay, cool. I have no idea what this is about. I think this is a 3 or 4 book series. No clue. I didn't see anybody that I recognized on Goodreads having read it. And then when I looked it up on YouTube, I didn't see anybody reading it. I think the cover's amazing. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. This cover is pretty freaking sick. Don't know what it's about. I've never heard of it before in my life, but I am intrigued. The next one was given to me and I've tried to give it back like 3 times. And he keeps saying like, oh, just wait, just wait. And then now he told me like, don't worry about it. Survivor by Chuck Palahniuk. I love this cover, okay? I love it. It's stunning. I don't know when I'm gonna get to this, and Chuck Palahniuk is just such a difficult author to read for me. Like, it's so hard to get into his writing style and to like stay there. It's so difficult. I don't know. I do want to read this book because he said it's like that he thinks I'll love it. He's like, this is gonna be your favorite Chuck Palahniuk. And I loved Invisible Monsters and Fight Club, so if I'm gonna like this one more than that, amazing. I just don't know when it's gonna happen because I don't have like any motivation to pick this up. Another backlist title that I forgot to add to my reading rewind list is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I did listen to this audio a long time ago again, and I don't think I gave it that good ratings. Like, I can't remember. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5. Did I? I don't remember. I really can't even remember what I rated it, but I picked it up because it seemed like a pretty fast read, and it also has some like really stunning illustrations in the book. And I was like, well, I need this in my life. So hopefully I'll get to it soon. So for more of my backlisted titles, I have Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha and Nyan. I believe that there's going to be 3 books and that the second book came out like last year, the year before that. I don't really know. I also have no idea what this book is about, like, period. I just know people say that it's good. And then I got it for $4 at Half Price Books. And like, honestly, that's all I need to know. This one, I want to pick up so bad, but then I just don't. I haven't. Hopefully I will. My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Saying Vampires is one of my favorite horrors ever, like, period. It's also one of my favorite covers of all time. I'm obsessed. Such a good book. Like, love it, love it, love it. So why am I not picking this book up? I don't understand. It looks so good. It's all 80s themed and all of the chapters are titled with 80s songs. I want to get to it. 2 other books that, they're backlisted. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it because like the hype is just not real. I'm not motivated, but I'm sure they're absolutely fantastic. Is Recursion by Blake Crouch. I read Dark Matter and I really, really enjoyed it. It did go on the shelf. Oh, I don't know why. I think it's because people say Dark Matter is better than this that I'm like already have low expectations. I don't know. And then also A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. Let's talk about how good these look together for a second. Anyway, A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. This is a YA contemporary, and I just don't care about YA contemporary. But so many people say it's so good. I think I heard this recommendation from Kayla from Books and Lala that said it's really good. I think it's on her favorite shelf. I don't know, but it also deals with depression, which I don't like reading about. So like, am I gonna do it? Time will tell. Speaking of time will tell, The Shadows by Alex North. I have owned this for so long. Why have I never picked it up? I do not know. And the thing that's really killing me is that I thought that this was supposed to be better than The Whisper Man, but I hear so many people saying that The Whisper Man's better, and I don't own that book, and I also don't want to buy it because I like don't feel like it'll be a 5-star read. Maybe I'll read it. Maybe. These 2, I actually have every intention of reading, even though I feel like nobody really gives them 5 stars. But I just like, don't know why I'm kind of trash, and I really want to read them, is these 2 books by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen, An Anonymous Girl and The Wife Between Us. I can't really even tell you what it is about these books that I like. I can't get rid of them. Even though I haven't read them, I'm like, I will read them. They're like mystery thrillers. I don't know what either of them is about, but like, look at these covers and tell me that they don't look like a good time. The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kirsten White. I think I just looked up on Goodreads the reviews, and the reviews were really good, and I was reading The Strange Case of Alchemist's Daughter at the time, and was just freaking in love with all of them, and one of them is like Frankenstein's wife, so I don't know, I do really want to read this. I believe in myself. I think this one will happen. This might be the book that everybody tells me to get rid of. Do it. I want to know your opinion, your hot takes. Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I love this cover. I've seen this at Half Price Books so many times and not bought it. And then I was there and I was like, you know what? Let's just freaking do it. Because I want to say that like the chapters were really short. Is that what it was? I don't, no, they're not even that short. Anyway, I don't know. I know that the night circus was not for me. I don't like that kind of writing, but I love a circus setting. Like I really want to read Where Dreams Descend, but I can't find it. But anyway, I like a circus setting. I think this sounds very fascinating, but let me know because I've heard bad things about this book. Birthday by Meredith Russo. All I know is that this is about two boys who share the same birthday and you follow them only on their birthday every year. I'm hoping it's a gay love story. I don't know. I am actually really excited for this one. The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know why I'm excited because I have no idea what this book is about. Like, period. I have no idea. Freaking no clue. But it's only a duology. Love to see it. Love to see it. So really want to read this. I might listen to the audio. I'm not totally sure. But there's just something about this book. I don't know. Just something about it. It feels like fairy tale, folky, freaking folklore, you know? Like, definitely has folklore vibes. That's it. That's what it is. This has folklore vibes. That's why I like it. This book technically is backlisted, but the series as a whole is not. But that is Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire. I believe that like the 5th book just came out. I think it's the 5th. It's either the 4th or the 5th. No idea. I think there's gonna be 7 in the whole series. So the 5th one just came out. Exactly. They're all very short and they're all following like these children that kind of fall into like fantastical magical worlds like Alice Down the Rabbit Hole. And then when they come back to real life, they can't cope. That's really all I know. That's all I need to know. I heard that this one has like a sapphic romance, I believe, and is also a murder mystery. And like, say less, honestly. Long Bright River by Liz Moore. This cover is freaking stunning and it is a chunker. Like this is a chunky boy. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read this physically, like maybe, but it looks like a lot of it is like people talking to each other or maybe like an investigation or just a conversation between two people. So I think I'd rather listen to that on audio. This is a book that like people don't really rate that well, but then there's a couple people that I really like that gave it 5 stars and absolutely love it. So I'm willing to take the risk. Watch Over Me by Nina LaCour. I have no freaking idea what this book is about. I have no idea. Also, why is it so tiny? Like what the heck? This is so small. Like this is like smaller than a paperback. Like, I don't understand. I saw Kayla from Books and Lala read this and she really loved it. I think it's supposed to be really trippy and weird. So hopefully. Layla by Colleen Hoover. I have never read a Colleen Hoover book before in my freaking life, and every time I go to Half Price Books, it's funny. They're always like, yeah, we can't keep Colleen Hoover books. Like, you're never gonna find one. So this was actually sent to me from Gabby Reads. She's the freaking sweetest, the absolute best. Oh my God. This one is supposed to be Colleen Hoover's first, like, all she does is romance, in case you've been living under a rock and don't know that. She solely writes romance, and she's like one of like the most popular romance authors out there, especially on BookTube. But this is a supernatural or paranormal romance. I don't know how, but Gabby said that she thought that I would like this because even though I'm not a romance reader, she said that this book was really weird and like kept her guessing and being like, what is happening? Oh my God. So she was like, you probably will like it for that reason. And I believe her, and I believe that even if I don't like it, it'll be a fun ride. Fable by Adrienne Young. Do you see this cover? All I know is that it's a girl on a pirate ship on the ocean. That's all I need to know. I have not heard great things about this book. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't heard great things. I don't know. I might read it just because the writing is like freaking huge. It's huge. Like, this looks like Adrienne Young was writing like an essay for college and was like, how can I make it look like I've written more pages? Like, it's seriously spaced out so much. And the book isn't even like crazy long to begin with. So it might be a fast read. I just can already tell you that I feel like I'm going to give this 3 stars. The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. I am very excited to read this. I've heard very stunning things about this. I know it was nominated for Best Horror in the Goodreads Choice Awards, which we love to see it. Like, we love witches, we love horror. I'm like freaking obsessed. I really want to read this. I honestly have no idea what it's about, like, period, which doesn't bother me because I like that even more. Like, if I just hear a bunch of people saying that you should read something, but not even saying what it's about, like, that's even better. Because I love being like, yeah, it was highly recommended, but it's a surprise. And so many people have read this and loved it, so it's kind of a top tier choice. The rest of these books are honestly top tier choices. These are the books that I'm like, okay, Katie, like, 1, the hype is real. 2, you need to freaking read them. Like, what are you doing? And that's gonna be These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. I got this in like November of last year or something, or like even before that, I can't remember, but I still haven't read it. I feel like everybody else in the freaking world has. There's gonna be a second book, These Violent Ends, and I want to read this so bad. It looks so good. It looks so good. We love an enemies to lovers. We love a competitive romance, and I think that's what this is. I know that it's like a Romeo and Juliet retelling in Shanghai, and say less. I know I said I don't like YA contemporary romance, but something about this just seems like it's it, you know? You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. It's probably because it's sapphic. It's sapphic, and it's about 2 girls who are trying to win prom queen, and they're competing against each other. And like, remember when I said I love a competition? Like, I don't like competing, but I love watching people compete and fall in love. We love it. We love a battleground. You know what I'm saying? So this just looks really good. I don't know when I'm gonna pick this up. It looks like it would be easy to read. I don't know, but I do have good intentions. How many times am I gonna say that? You're gonna hear this. You've already heard me say the same thing about every single book, so you already know the drill. Hey guys, listen, it will happen. It's gonna happen eventually. I don't know what's stopping me. The House on the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. I want to read this so bad. I know you've heard that a lot, but this one is top tier. I want to know, and I want to listen to the audio, but Grace told me that the narrator's voice is like so bad and grating and annoying, and I don't want to dislike a character just because the narrator sucks. Like, I don't know. I do really want to read this. Like, I really want to get to this eventually. I don't know what's holding me back. Maybe you guys should just keep berating me and telling me I need to do a reading vlog for this, and that'll like make it happen. The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. This is another book that I have for a secret TBR. This is very interesting to me. It's about a girl who, she's in between life and death, and she goes to this library, and all the books on the shelf are like different ways her life could have gone, like different possibilities for her life if she hadn't made certain decisions, and she gets to like pick them up and see what her life would be like. So intriguing. Like, I'm totally down. Definitely want to read this because the chapters are, the book is upside down. The chapters are crazy short, like crazy short, and the book also is pretty short. Like, it's pretty damn short. So this honestly will probably happen in like the next week or 2 weeks. I just realized that the last 3 books are all for different secret TBRs. Like, it's all for different stuff, but they're all secret TBRs. So one of them is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. I actually, you can see there's tabs in this. I read the first 70 pages like 4 months ago and loved it. And then I don't remember what I put it down to read. I put it down to read something else and then like totally forgot and put it back on the shelf. I'm going to read this. I really want to. I know I'm going to love it, and I'm obsessed with this cover. It's so good. But I'm going to read this, but now I have a plan because I have a designated video that this is going to be read for. So don't worry, honeys, don't worry. It's going to happen eventually. You're all going to be shocked. Not more shocked than me, but House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J Maas. I'm shocked. I'm truly shocked I picked this book up. This is another one I'm planning on reading for a secret TBR, in which I will have to read this. Like, I will have to. Like, there's no getting around it. I have to do it. This book is freaking chunky. The pages are so thin. It's like, it's Bible pages. And I hate that because it makes me feel unaccomplished, and the writing is pretty small, you know. I'm gonna have to listen to this one on audio because I don't like absolutely despise myself, but I love Sarah J Maas. I mean, all I've read is ACOTAR, but I love it. And it was honestly like, for this video, it was either reading this or Throne of Glass, and I would much rather read this. So this will be happening, I think, pretty soon. I think I'm gonna plan on reading it in March, so I'll see you then. And the last book that I have purchased is The Push by Ashley Adrian. You know what's crazy is I was really just drawn so much to this cover. Like, I think this cover is just so cool. I love it. And then Gabby said that she really, really loved it, but she said that she wasn't sure if I would like it because it's really slow. But the book is like really short and the chapters are short and like it's spaced out pretty good. So I think I can do it. This honestly might be the next book I pick up. I don't know. Speaking of next book I pick up, let me know in the comments down below, like, what you want to see me read. Like, let me know. And speaking of what you want me to read, if you follow me on Instagram, I do a lot of like asking what I should read, or I'm planning on doing even more of that, like kind of taking a picture of my bookshelf and being like, what do you want to see, girl? Like, girl, boy, she, he, they, what do you want to see? Because I'm here for you. I'm ready to read. All right. Anyway, that's all of the books that are on my TBR. That's a lot. Let me actually count how many. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. What is 56 plus 8? 56 plus 8 is 64. Nailed it. So that totals out to 56 physical books that I have on my TBR, and then 8 books on audio, which is 64 books in total, which is a lot. That is a lot. It is a lot, is a lot. 2020 and 2021 really did that to me. You know what I'm saying? So if there's anything that you want me to add to the TBR, because listen, consumerism is real, I will go buy more shit. Like, trust me, I will. Add it down below to the comments if there's any of these you want to see me read. Comments, what's up? Also follow me on Instagram. If you want to subscribe to this channel, that would be freaking sick. And other than that, have an amazing day, morning, evening, night, whatever you're having right now. Have a good one. I'll see you in a video coming very soon. Bye.